hierarchy no edieshia edinkita ho afre kwan a ombetimi aboban ye ebo enkranmantim ha no
we can some how do sinkonya yere besomo enkomodie eka ho ebi akenkanfo ayeme David ofori safo mene
abna bayi nyano
ye bowra ensem ne yede wokopimu ewo Accra High Court ambulance eho ensem ene court ekoso asetena na bra court etena se no na justice presiding judge Justice Afia Sewa Saributwe kasa no de etudwa chese court no ensa kan krata bia chese WhatsApp message bi nkitahudie akoso ewa Attorney General Yera Godfrey Dame ene Richard Jakpa entemo na court ekwa asetena wie no UTV kase ye ne Ra Alfred Tria ye boa Deputy Attorney General edi nkomo.
Chapter 1 to chapter 2 you witness you heard matters. You make your own judgment out of what you heard. You heard issues about someone operating in the underworld and someone using his legal skills, declaration of war against the Attorney General. All this came up. So, interesting proceedings. That is the prerogative for Attorney General. And we use witnesses that we think will further our cause. There was no decision to use him as a witness. The only decision was to use a witness that we have penciled to call. And so, I think it was of no moment to us. Use him as a witness. We've been putting across our case. We started on Tuesday. Today we came to continue. We were in court. We showed some documents to him just to ensure that he answers certain questions. I think the decision for today has met our expectations. We tendered what we had on our phone, 100%. If he has others, he knows what to do. Because he's still in the box.
I think it is fair to say that Richard Jakpa may be in the dock, but it is the character of the Attorney General that is on trial. It is instructive that despite the Attorney General's presence in courts, it is the DPP that is doing the cross-examination. Perhaps it says a lot about what he perceives the case of Richard Jakpa to be. One would have thought that an Attorney General who has acted rather rambunctiously over the period and has insisted on cross-examining every defense witness and leading prosecution witnesses would suddenly develop good feet and would be unable to ask pointed questions of someone who has frontally accused him of clear wrongdoing, and rather get the DPP to do the cross-examination. You would agree that is stealthy. That indeed is stealthy. You would imagine that he would gather the same confidence, the same gusto, the same bravura with which he cross-examined previous defense witnesses.
Felix, you agree?
Why the sudden cold feet? Why is he unable now to go toe-to-toe? To go toe-to-toe with a man who is confessed? If I were in that position, I would do it myself.
Mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama wotu Frankama NDC amanyoko no akasa edi atodwa se nyame ya dom na NDC eba abenmu a omobehwe na eniema aye bejabeja wo yememu no ni nyina aye din na fenso ahama hoden abayesi de no emu.
Christian Service University eye suapon a ewo kumase ode no kwada so na mpanyimfo amoda suapon no abodwa a wo mato o nsade afre mpanyimfo so omo embe kasa no mo nkyere o madwene wo ne nyina se suapon ebae edi emfie eduanum mu se omu edi oman na so ono aye Ghana man panyin no botaye da nanim nyina no se Ghana economy ne ebegina ne nan so.
And so we need to run faster, and the only way we can run faster is to add on to our productivity. And we can only add on to our productivity if we work day and night. My number one priority will be to stabilize the economy and halt the deterioration in the value of the cedi against other currencies. Our economic policy will be geared towards sustainable growth with an equitable distribution of the proceeds of growth amongst our citizens. The basic structure of our economy, reliant on raw material exports with little or no value addition, is no longer tenable. Significant growth and wealth creation cannot be realized from this, and we will not be able to provide for the needs of our people if we continue like that.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama esa to an kasa so no che say dan say amanfo bi keka wo Ghana ha say se okọ amanone na ukonya ho passport enum odu se ne se wo Ghana wokosuapon akwakoye PhD o se eba ne sen na Ghana for ekeka sansem wi.
An overwhelming majority have opted for obtaining passports and a visa to travel. And this signals a complete loss of confidence and hope in the future of our country. Millions of educated young people without jobs or a source of livelihood represent a ticking time bomb for this nation. Such young people are likely to embrace any event that seems to liberate them from their current predicament, especially during times of economic crisis brought on by years of mismanagement and institutionalized corruption. This situation has made food too expensive for many to afford, leading to an active debate that I have followed recently on our social media about whether securing a foreign passport to do menial jobs in Europe is better than holding a PhD in Ghana. It is a reflection of the adversity into which our nation has been plunged. Otherwise, there is no basis of comparison between a visa and a PhD.
Yegusuawo NDC amanyukuno asuyeye na one running mate Professor Jane na Opoku Ajiman. Oba hemai ede atudwa kire se yennuano ma one century adwuma num no e bredu se be insurance package ede amomo na abom ho ban.
I think telling our stories is important. And maybe part of it is because I've been in literature all my life, and it's all about the stories, or most of it, beyond the critical reception and so on. The primary material is about the stories of possibilities, the stories that subvert, the stories that suggest things can be different, the stories that suggest we have not always been like this, the stories that say we have not always begged for our food, we have not always depended on others to tell us what is beautiful in us. That is why I find my discipline so empowering. People feel it's about just, even if it's about entertaining children, what's more important than entertaining children anyway? I think that is also important. So when we tell our stories, we inspire. We inspire others. Literature inspires. So does many other disciplines. When we share, we transform inaction into exuberance. We let people know, yes, I can. And that is why we need to continue to be bold to tell women's stories. How have we survived? And I'm also aware that women's stories are different, they are diverse, and each one is important.
NPP adesia ewo ayawaso West Bogo ne won kramantim hanom edi adesrede ato mampanya bedi eche His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia a wotu frankama NPP amanyoko ne se wo yi obi amana ya aba abaye na bedi eche omo sre na da onimunyafo akosua fremo se pare omo fa no enye ne running mate
obi enim se eye de anya running mate ni de ebekọ Ashanti region na se ekọ Ashanti region dia na we se efe obi a we unifier obetimi aka party man abom ewa Ashanti region amenkundi aba yewo edi bense mienu aka chief for staff for Ashanti region se musu aka ye ne ekobo ba akudi a confusion ebesi wa Ashanti region nensu obeti se maami frema de uboni dia obetimi no obi aye aduma hwe fa mo kwachi me fa mo kwachi 2009 NPP ba opposition efu obi 2017 se entokwa na kasakasa bia ba party ni mu a maami na de committee a na omo solve problems ema NPP odi se aduma na ebesi 2017 yesa eba aban mu etisi ya wo sa maami wei a wodwiri emaburu enkwara ene ema ho a wanu pa ye ya omo edi mu akotre pa aye ema timi convince voters esini obia Woman etoso epa ye edwedifo a ye enuama ye ana woman etoso miensa esu assembly members woman ya krofo a woman na etimetri vote edima political parties me no ka say me na me Greater Accra Association of Assembly Members coordinator assembly members here wo Accra ha nyina ya die atumi say woman fa ye ma mi frema akosua ose pare emaye na say Yewura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekoyine emaya ebema adwuma no aye mre ama NPP.
What we are going to do is just to get somebody to be the vice or the VIP for Bawumia. There's no issue. There's no issue. And the person say the secretary Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say mame yenena yenua akusia frema mere be pebi be ma na sempen fortnite no wo bobo hu a yenyaya anka betuma ma akusia frema abedi vice president mo Ghana 5 for MPP no yenim so beye nyame ayi ho kwan so beye ne se dani dusia Ghana fu nyina be so ne ma akoto ambama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ebema na bedichi akosia frema ene nso onna dwene kese betachi na magana nyane ndama ifra ne nyenje na pa
egusua wo MPP amanko no ahweye pani auto frankama MPP Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia odinhye bia ba enwanum kaayefo a wo soa enema ewodwaso no te sedie wa me aboa mu nyina no a ye chom nsano nyuma na wo mu edi kan a wo sua nsano nyuma no sabre emu ahansia 600 wo mapon mu
se yenwa ma sabi na omoso anema ansa na omwatimi edidi enne ya ma omo entity a omo be free ha kono omo nkoso anema biem omo ebe yesi wosa omo be ye omo ankasa omo nsa no adwuma na sa adwuma de ye possible if you say ya papa Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a ye vice president also daye say o se pe bi a yesua be school na ma ye nwa ma ye besua be na omunya life changing skills omu pia omu de kobo omu bra nti nei ye nwa ma yi eko start life foforo kra ye we academic gowns omu ahye omu ho aye fe yie omu ko akwahye obra foforo ase katasi the government of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia ye ba be ma omu tools akande omu de be kwa akoye omu adwumadie na omu life assistant entity no ye no soap making any detergents making soap making any detergents making no nipa 170 any atete omu ho afi omu tonpa no any cake any baking products ahodo no so omu ye 172 omu musua de egu min say bi awene ahodo no jewelry making omu so ye 47 omu ye said ye CCA beer for programs deko ahodo omo ye dunson 17 afi omo musua medical ne pedicure omo ye 46 omo musua makeup artistry omo ye 148 ya kan nyina aboma omo ye ahansia 600 girls across the 2 hostels omo ye moyanse mo biem omo ya adedodo
monya munsa no ejuma enkyerɛ sɛ ɛno ano no ɛkyerɛ sɛ sesi amonya ejuma no ɛwɔ sɛ mosumokɔ na mode kɔbɔ mo bra na mutime boa afoforofo mo wɔ mo mpotem so that at the end of the day no Ghana ɛbɛyɛ kra bɛhwɛ na mo nyina obi a wɔ around you no so ɛbɛnya infaso a menya anope
ɛnɛ Saturday bia wedding wɔ hɔ Sunday awure wɔ hɔ wa na wo bɛ find kwan a wo bɛ fa so a wo bɛnya saa opportunities way e baby awo mumu bi ye deco se omo ye wedding na awure a utime ko ye decoration no e wo ho omo to cake mo na mo be to cake it is a mo kro mo target wedding for e wo ga na keke kra hwe nyuma e beba yesra mo pa ye se mo be take advantage of training yi na mo koi mo bakwa ko improve on nia ya kire mo no enti se na ye ma me kan ye no ye ni die ene se Munya ye shambo. Mubeko menim na nebro ni beka se if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. Inti mu kwei, muso mu ko fa nkrofo we adwumam. Mu beboa wa ye, mu beboa aban ama ye adwuman. Ko muso be fa nkrofo we adwumam. Mu de mu nuanom a mu ama no mu no meba aba be sua adwuma ni bi. Na muso ma ye den, ma kire mu bi. Ya kire mu, ma mu fa mo ho. Na mu fa enkwan make sika. Munche munyanom na ewo mu ho no na omo so ntumi fa nya bibi
Enkrimantem swafo odemunyamfo titles Glover ene tema regional police hierarchy no ediehia oni omo edinkita ho ahwekwan a ombetimi abobanye ewo enkrimantem hanom ne titru ene langard ho nsensem ne krono ahodo a ekoso ewo enkran hanom sei
me baha na me bebo police for na baso modium the sacrifices that they are doing to keep the peace in the region together and nyame bia air cost war region no mo I was saying nyina de yeti bom ne yehwe kwan be fa so a ye be so ano ebi akoye ahimfunsam nipa ba ko mienu obi ase ohene ade na yesa no stretchy police for no ebi mso ye langard in some am robberies and somewhere even though police for no aye adwuma in Accra region and in Tema region abrase de but me bo amabaso say ye nya na beboa ye ka we wie so a na ye hwe niam bi ti say the relationship between police and civilians say omo ye dia omo nkoso no monje so omo nje so a media suggestion ya ba say omo mo in their respective stations any districts no omo hu ayinfo wo ho assembly members wo ho unit committee for including members of parliament na nyina na yenye some education kwan e be fa so a police for any teamfo be ka bom ama ya masundwe ni nkoso ni nkabom akọ and ye kan we nyina mo eboa bebre ama ye ma omanum emojo edi mayen na meka we nu so omo so omo de omade sere de ebetu manim omade sere obetu wani se omo vehicles bebre ya sese motorbikes ani amo bebre so asese omo tu manim se membo omo na omo sanke bi no mo fandi adwuma no ewu koi baby ti se doyimu police station titi police station asai na wohwe quarries wo honom nyina no a quarries a omudi djuma wo ho me de madisere de bakoto me me from nyina is I'm told is about 20 different quarry companies me from na omumboa yenya police station wo ho a omzo mo use the service of the police na yaboa na obi ho atoy okwa dan police stations here abansoro bia na esi but because you to see we nso no to a nso no egu edanum so am a block concrete na nyina ssa holding miamia bebre nti om da betu manim sesi a come to 200 so omzo mo sick baby wa ha na sick bay no there is a physician assistant all ship officers and their dependents. Unfortunately their lab is not complete and some of the two and also have a problem. But say regional police command no baby no more port ho no gapo for dia but mo wasase kese power conserve ye for Acotex Park regional commander dia two manim say member modia na menhwe kwa ye be faso a ye be boa ne yesi proper regional police command e wotema company bi aba on person mo boa regional coordinating council policing eye adwuma ewo emiamia bebre even in the dark but nansay light no bebre boss bebre wuwu na ade ombehu yen say they can give us some street lights with cameras and Wi-Fi free of charge na ya amount space to advertise na ade nyina ade ayasum and the ubatemaha the main hospital road you be a pilot project the motorway you be a pilot project the solar lights you be using solar lights we share from a shaman roundabout all the way to the motorway to the port area we share Gassam Junction to Tema Newtown Stadium Road AME Zion all the way through Stadium to Olam Secondary School na ya share other parts of Community 200 on the pilot after you share nyina share na ekubibia then we can replicate it all over the place.
Yegyina ha no ma home kase ebono so yeba yebetwetwe enkomo a yeba bedi no efa enkranmantem ya ho ne die nsem a enkoyi kwan a yebetimi akrakra no ama eniema egyina ne naso ya ne enkranmantem so afo ne munyafo titles Glover ene bedisa enkomo ye kwa basisia.